My specialty as a channel when it comes to Pokemon is going on about Metagross destroying humanity, Crabrawler being a filthy seshhead, and generally just mugging off the lore this series has going for it. I'm nowhere near as good with the actual Pokemon commentary, you know, like crunching the numbers and the moves, because I always miss something out. Like a solid 20% of my comments are probably corrections, so feel free to blast me in the comments about me and my small brain, because I'm trying to make broken, overpowered Pokemon fusions. Not the top, undisputed 7 most overpowered, it's just 7 I've tried to come up with for the banter of it. That's going to be a bit more creative than just fusing Arceus with all 3 forms of Deoxys and all 2 of Blaziken's legs. And all of Lucario's fur. But I don't fully know how fusion works, but they don't exist. I'm going to do what I want here, except for the stats. I'm going to go by infinite fusion rules, where the stats kind of balance each other out. So it's mostly going to stay a bit grounded. Rounded up stats, 1 ability, 2 types, but they're mostly hoping to cash in on the genetic jackhammer lottery and have the best possible fusion happen. There's probably many more, far bigger and far stronger boys that you could slap together than whatever the hell this mess I've tried to come up with is. It's really just dependent on how creative and broken you're feeling with it. There's an overpowered normal type I'm gonna fuse that isn't the obvious Blissey, Slaking. People seem to think it's not actually that bad, you know, when it actually bothers to do something. It's kind of like me as a YouTuber. Your man's base stat is 670. Your man's 10 points shy from distorting space and time. That seems random, doesn't it? That Slaking's this strong, right? But is it really though? Gorillas could rip your arms off like a kid pissed off with Action Man. And the only thing keeping your limbs in place is he can AB arse for you right now. It could beat God himself in an arm wrestle if you catch him on a good day. The problem is, it comes with input lag for its attacks with the Truant ability. But thanks to fusion abilities being all over the place, cause I said so, no more loafing around, only smacking down. God's getting his puny stub slammed down on the daily. But Arceus, he better bring the whole fine china, the entire set of plates he's got, because I'm fusing Slaking with the evolution of Pokemon's true god, Bibarel. We laugh. What? No, seriously. This burly unit is the whole package, because Slaking needs a simple ability to double any stat changes. Even with Bibarel's dead weight holding him back, his base stat's still 578. Jeez. And even with simple, work up, you're just not cutting it as an attack boost. Bibarel's bringing over Swords Dance, ×4 attack in 1 turn, and he's still packing 134 points worth of tricep meat to go along with it. What we have over here, right now, is a beefed up Slaking with motivation to starch, and the combined moveset to pull it off. Sucker Punch and Aqua Jet priority, you got a whole Argos catalogue worth of physical moves, he's even got Pursuit, because he knows you're already on your bike the moment you see him start dancing. Chuck him a life orb and he'll dish out death. Oh, that's just classic Slabberel. And I guess by default, you're gonna be a normal and water type. It's pretty underwhelming, especially because there's a really solid, unprecedented type combination that you probably haven't even realized doesn't exist. None of us have even seen an electric poison type, a combination with 8 resistances and 2 weaknesses. Up until one day, those 3 genies blessed us, they graced us coming down from the skies and made themselves useful for once. They wished for something worth a damn, and Fungus came down from Big Ray's airspace. Not only has Amoonguss become 5 times as annoying because it started training its arms, it's an Amoonguss with the prankster ability. Do you understand what that means, right? You see where I'm going with this? No trick room required. Fresh out of the ball, Amoonguss is in the VIP suite, because Spore lands first damn near every time. And even with that, you've still got the jacked up special attack and Nasty Plot combo from Thundurus. Nasty Plot, that's going to get priority as well. So coming up against this fusion, you're going to be fast asleep before you even get tucked in. So let's run this down for a second. It can resist almost half of every type, slap you up, and put you to sleep on that 1-day delivery. You're barely even going to get the chance to wake up and get an attack in. Just sleep in for the day, it's alright, just leave it. Because even if you try, you can hand him some of that black smudge for recovery, or if you really wanted, chuck Giga Drain on him. Alright, hear me out here. Rotom Wash, imagine if that thick appliance could recover instead of Pain Split. Imagine if he could scold you and not have to worry about Hydro Pump going into business for herself. And while we're at it, just wedge up those defense stats to compensate for the low HP a bit. And that is why you all know I'm chucking Toxapex in for a long mixed fabrics wash and fusing them up. Toxapex is that pile of clove-shaped piece to slot into Rotom Wash for recover, for scald, and for no warranty required defense stats. A far more durable machine that's still levitating. And as good as electric poison is, your man needs that stab damage. Plus, its only weakness is still grass. And in a way, having Scald, that just leaves Will-O-Wisp unemployed. So that means Recover's got a free slot to take over, and while you're at it, you can go ahead and throw those leftovers back in the trash. Chuck a Life Orb in for a wee spin, makes up for that attack drop. And that all sounds well worth the slight speed cut for Rotom. And if you're well acquainted with Rotom and Toxapex, you probably know your way around the Ferrothorn as well. Utility for miles. Batman's belt, or whatever it is I said about the guy. But with this fusion, it becomes a life-draining wall that you can never knock down. Ferrothorn's getting washed up with Tapu Bulu, and these two synergize oddly well for a fusion. You've got the most resistant type combination, Fairy and Steel. Both Ferrothorn's defense and Tapu Bulu's attack are maintained well, and that's all on top of a borderline broken HP draining wall moveset. You lay down the sub, which sponges up damage for days, steal their health with Horn Leech and Seeds, then synthesize yourself if you really feel the need to at that point, and with such a high attack stat, Horn Leech is gonna rake in a lot of that health from the damage it's dishing out, and somehow a giant metal ball made of spikes might lose a bit of stab, but the Grassy Surge ability is there to compensate if you wanted it. An HP draining wall you can barely even hurt, but can definitely hurt you. Synthesis and Leech Seed, they could be unnecessary together, so I guess the fourth slot could be there for another damaging move to use against other grass types. Tapu Thorn. Or, Ferrobulu. And I've just used Tapu Bulu, I know that, but I don't really care. He's getting some more action. And this one may be a bit of a stretch, even compared to the others. But the sturdy ability apparently resets if you're 100% healed again. So what if you had a sturdy Pokemon with the ability to deal high damage while recovering itself? So imagine the strongest sturdy Pokemon, arguably Aggron, having a move like Drain Punch to keep it in this infinite loop of recovering itself and never being knocked out. It needs to fuse with something that would give Aggron as much attack power as possible. Just wedge the man up, give him the slacking simple treatment. Make sure its attacks absorb enough HP to get it to 100% to reset sturdy. Then you have to maintain its high defense. And I guess it also has to be something that doesn't give it that much of a HP boost, so it's more likely to become fully healed each time. I think that's how it works. So, low HP, high attack, has Drain Punch. There's a lot of you specimens who can get hold of Drain Punch on a disc. And I'm imagining this being like a two-man power trip between Mega Gallade and Mega Aggron. Just forge that Mega Wedge. At first, I was either going to go with Gallade or Breloom. Gets the fighting type stab, gets the Spore. But then, yeah, nah, I mean Ghosts. Ghosts ruin that one because they're immune. And that's why, Tapu Bulu, you're getting more action. You better prepare for trouble and... Wait, what's it the guy says? Meaty attack and defense. Gets Horn Leech with stab. You're done. You've got a strong HP draining attack and the same type resistances of a Ferrothorn while getting your opponent stuck in an endless sturdy loop. Man, I hate myself for even considering this one. Why would I even come up with the possibility of Tapu Ag? Actually, wait, you know what? I think I hate myself more for coming up with this one. This one, it's a mess to think about. No Guard makes all of your moves land. If you can have one of those Pokemon who can learn one-hit knockout moves and has the speed to attack first, you've wiped out nearly their whole team. The whole thing with a slight PP-ups investment. Machamp has No Guard and it can learn Fissure, but I don't think it's possible to get outside of your Game Boy. But I'm going to cheat with this one a bit. No, I'm not going to get me a retro Machamp, but because half of this fusion idea is a Mega. Because my idea at first was to get a decently fast Pokemon with No Guard, like Mega Pidgeot, and merge it with this little dog. Because Smeargle can learn any move. It's kind of the kid's gimmick. You think he just goes around making Bristol all quirky? But he'd lock you in a guillotine before you even get the chance to mug him off. But his stats dead weight Mega Pidgeot enough that it probably wouldn't even land the guillotine to begin with. But that idea didn't pan out, so my second idea is going to be, alright, what's the fastest one-hit knockout move holding Pokemon right now? It's Dugtrio. Mega Dugio, not He-Men Dugtrio, keeping it standard. Because this gimmick doesn't work without the speed. 120 plus speed with guaranteed Fissures landing. But wait, yeah, nah, I mean ground doesn't work and everything. And actually, now that I pay a little more attention for once, none of the one-hit knockout moves work on everything, except for sheer cold. So my idea at third, fuse Mega Pidgeot with the fastest sheer cold armed pocket protector. So who is getting that fusion? Gonna be Suicune, gonna be the Sea King, Kyogre. Cryogonal maybe? Or could it be the... Nah, that's Cryogonal. 105 speed. He's actually the fastest known creature who can deliver you some hypothermia in record time. This fusion still balances out the speed to around about 116, and you've got a move that can land on any type. Flying and Ice Stir. Not too keen for that one. Bit of a dead pairing there, right? Mega Pyogonal. And now, it's time to give Big Bliss an even more overpowered form, because I've been feeling extra sociopathic today. I'm not going to think too hard for this one. Let's chuck him a sword and a shield. And at first, I was going to have the stats merge instead of balance out, so I was going to go with the attack form, because Big Bliss is bad enough to take down when it's passive, let alone when it's armed like Zoro. But with no physical defense, it's easy to take out. Without the steel type, it can be poisoned. Once you poison it, you can bait him out to switch and heal itself with the natural cure ability, and whenever they go to do that, you make him guck with the muck, and you pursue him every time and expose that 10 of defense. So why even bother with the attack form? You may as well just double down on what they both know. Double down on that bulk and make it Iron Man Hulk. Oh wait. No, while I'm at it, you might as well go down in evolution and merge Chansey with Doublade, which seems like a downgrade at first, but both of them have evolution potential, so you better believe they're getting that Eevee-like buff. Defense across the board, normal and ghost type combo that gives it 3 immunities and 1 weakness, and then you've got the natural cure ability on top of that. You can be both the cleric and the blade. 75 attack with Swords Dance boost, that's not too bad. And it's not like whatever little damage you take on the turn powering up's gonna matter anyway. You've got soft boil recovery there still. And Muck's gonna be lurking. Oh, he's always lurking. He's still gonna try and make this form guck for him, but it's gonna have to risk that pursuit not finishing the job and having to tank a Swords Dance Sacred Sword.